Are we on?
Okay.
All right. So we're going to draw, I think we'll do this little girl down here. Can you see that on there? Okay. So we're going to start as a rough drawing. So let me just get my pen going. So what I want to do, I want to just draw her so I can rough her out. Because usually if I've never drawn the character before, I have to just kind of make sure I rough it out and get it correct. So the first thing I notice, however, is that she has an extremely large head. So I want to get that large head on there. And then I see she's got this very cute cheek. So I'm just kind of, like I say, roughing in the head as best I can. And then it's important to me that as I do this, I find the center line of her head and the bend in the area where her mouth is going to be. And like I say, I will continue to come in and adjust things as I need it. But I'm going in and putting in the big shapes first. So from there, I'm going to go in and put in the large shape of her hair. And she has a big ear over here, so I'm going to make sure I get that ear. And then she's got her little tassels of hair coming down from the side, and then one on the other side as well. And her hair, as I'm looking at it, seems to pull back like this. It has a little bit of a swoop in it, and then she's got a knot on there. So the next thing I want to do, I see that she has a very large head, but a very kind of sweet, small body, but it's coming out this way. I'm watching the angle pulling like that. And then she has a little skirt here. And then I see we have a leg pulling down, that she's kind of in a position like that. And this one is pulling up here with the foot coming around. And like I say, all these rough lines, I can either go in with the eraser later or put a new layer on top of it and clean it up. So on the head, I've got the center line, and I see her eyes are somewhat closed, and they're being closed, they're a little bit, compacted a little bit. They're not wide open. They have a little bit of a squint to them. And I'm being conscious of the space between the eyes, and I'm just going to make her look something like that. And then one of the eyebrows is up very high, and this one's a little bit lower. And then she has like this cute button nose, like that. The mouth is wrapping around this area here, so I'm just going to pull it around and makes this really cute cheek under the eye, like that. And then I'm going to just put the mouth on, because I have to find where the arms are going. The arms are kind of up around her mouth, the hands are, so again I'm going to rough this in with a very rough shape and pull it around like that. The arm is coming in, the forearm is in front of the back arm, and so I'm just creating a small shape for the hand, and here too I'm just going to create another little shape for the hand and then put in this little shape like that. And maybe I need a little bit more tummy on her. So from there I can just kind of go in and just see what else I need. I can come in and pull around her little stringy little ponytail. She has a little tooth, it looks like, and then a little mouth or tongue in there, I guess. And then she's wearing kind of a plaid skirt, so I'm just going to put that on like that. And then on her legs, she has like stockings that have a little bit of a pattern of a peppermint, I think. I forget her name. She's from Wreck-It Ralph, so she's around Candy. I'm sorry, I forget her name. And then as I come in and do the hand, I got the fingers kind of wrapping around each other like that, and then pulling in like here. And I think she has, she might have like a little backpack or something. I'm not quite sure what that is. And then little hairs coming out here. So once I have that, I'm going to add a layer to it on top. And I have to put white below her, so when I lower that layer, I don't get that checkerboard looking layer. So just give me a second here. And I will cover her up for a second, but that's okay. Oh, okay. All right, so now I'm going to lower my opacity on the one that I drew, like that, and then I'm going to go back and get my black again. And so now I can come in and make, let me check my, I have to go back on the top layer, okay. All right, so now I can come back in and really try to do a really nice linear drawing of her using my rough as a guide. And it's just coming in and paying attention. And one of the things about this is I want to make sure I have like thick and thin lines. So coming around a curve, I can thicken it a little bit and then taper into the rest of the head like that. So it has a really nice, strong look to it. My eyebrow, I can color it in a little bit like that. This one has a little bit of a squared off end to it, so I'm just going to pull that around like that. And there are a little suggestion of eyelashes on there, so I'm going to just add just a few eyelashes. And then again, complete the eye shape and a little bit of a squint on those eyes. We have her cute little button nose. And I want to play up that nice, cute cheek that she has. So I'm going to pull that around like that and get the inside of her mouth. It has a little bit more of a curve to it than I gave it before. Her nice little tongue. And we have a little bit of a tooth in there. And I want to come around again and do this really nice cheek that she has. And then I'm going to pull around and finish the head like that. When I come into the hair, it's kind of thinner at the top. It's going to come down and it's going to break apart, but not evenly. I want to make sure that they're different lengths just so it doesn't get boring there. I'm going to pull that in a little bit more. And then the other side, I'm going to do that as well. I'm going to pull out that nice roundness to her head. And I'm going to see if I can. I always had trouble with the eraser on this. I want to just make this a little cleaner here. I like how I did that. I want to just make it a little poofier here and then come in a little bit thinner there. It looks a little bit better. And then I'm pulling this part of her head in like that. Big ear, very, very big ear. And then the inside of the ear comes around and pulls around like that. She's got a little bit of a rope here, so I need to kind of come in there and get that kind of texture you get looking at the like tie of a knot. So that comes out like that, and that too would have like that look to it. And we have a little bit of stray hairs coming down here. Again, the ponytail is going to come up around. And I'm going to pull in here. and just get some variation to the length and size of these so they're not all the same. And there's a little bit of lines here indicating the tension of that pull of the ponytail, so I'm going to hit that a little bit too. And then we have a couple of lines coming out like that. So when I go into the hand, I've got to come in and get these fingers kind of overlapping a little bit. Maybe put a little bit of a thumb on that side, and then I can close up the mouth a little bit. She has kind of an indication of a sleeve design at the end of her arm, so I'm just going to put that on there like that. They're a little bit thick. And the same on the other side. I just want to put in a little bit of that. And then I'll put in her other hand like that. And then add the other arm coming down. So now I'm just going to finish off her body, which is going to come down here like this. Again, I'm going to come in, put that skirt on, maybe add a little bit more of a dip to it, and then add the little plaid that's on it, and come in and pull around like that. So I've got the leg pulling back behind, and I can add the stripes on her stockings, and her boot comes around, and we have a little bit of a design on the sole of the foot like that, and this is coming up like that. And again, I have these stripes, and she has this little foot coming around, a little bit like that. I guess she has pockets on this little jacket, so I can do something like that. And, oh, that's what is behind her is a hood. That's what it is. So she has a little indication of a hood from this little sweatshirt thing, I guess it is. And then just to finish telling the story, maybe we can put like a very, some lollipops, like she's happy that she saw like these lollipops stuck in the ground. Like I say, she's in the movie, I forget. I think her name's, is it Penelope or something? But here we have these, this really fun lollipops that she can look at like that, and then we could put little hearts around her if you want, and just have some fun. If she's off the ground, we can add like a little shadow. Put little action lines around her that she's jumping. Anyway, that's how I would do it. Maybe to clarify this, I can put in, just so you can see where her mouth is. It's right in there like that. And I think that's it. That'll get you going with like a nice little drawing. If you want to do like a digital painting of her, you have to look up her colors, but it would be fun. Okay, thank you very much.